Well, Adam, congratulations. You beat a good Ferris State team at home. What did you feel like was the difference in this one?
I don't know if there was a huge difference. We just finally found a way to take away some of those losing plays. We still gave up a lot of offensive boards. We'd love to clean that up. But really in our losing stretch, we've had a lot of plays that really hurt ourselves. Not necessarily what the other teams were doing, but just kind of mental mistakes on ourselves. I feel like we competed a lot harder, found some loose 50-50 balls, and found a way to stick this one out, learned how to win.
You guys really had to show some heart there at the end to stay ahead. It was a close game throughout that second half. How did you end up doing it?
Absolutely, yeah. It was an extremely physical game. Credit to them for giving us their best effort, their best aggressiveness. But I feel like we answered that attack. It was a little bit slow early. We had a couple turnovers against their pressure, but we found a way to slow down and play into our rhythm, and that's what it was playing where we wanted to be comfortable. Some previous games we got to spots on the floor where we weren't comfortable, and I felt like we did a little bit better job of that tonight.
This was a game, too, where you had to rely on a lot of guys coming off the bench, providing a spark. Nate Abel comes to mind earlier in the second half, and then later on some other guys got in there as well. How important is it to make sure that everybody's going?
It is so important. Yes, agreed. Nate had a great spark for us. Pete had a great spark for us. Dan had a great spark for us. Everybody, I think you could put together maybe 3 or 4 plus plays of every single guy on our team that played tonight. Of just energy plays, and that's what we need. It's easier to do that in a big game, but it's also a lot harder to do that when you're on a whatever game losing streak. You know, we bonded together. We forgot about the past. We put it all together tonight. We got the win.
Yeah, you're able to hold Ferris State to fairly marginal shooting numbers throughout the night. A couple guys in double figures, but nothing crazy. What was the game plan going in to slow them down?
Yeah, really proud of our guys. They have a lot of talent throughout their rotation. Any given night, they could have a guy that could go off for them, and we did a really good job of staying down on their shooters. They got a couple looks late, so I guess maybe 4/5 out of the game we did a really solid job. I know I gave up a couple looks, would have loved to have back. But in general, we were really sharp on our defensive plan, which really helped us, and hopefully we could continue that moving forward.
You had to rely on Marcus late to make a clutch free throw and give you guys the lead. Do you think that's a big confidence boost for him and for this team?
Absolutely. I talked to him at halftime. He had a couple fouls early to take him out of that first half. And it's always tough coming back from that kind of scenario where you're out of the game for a little bit, your body cools off, you're not always sharp and ready to go, especially in an intense game. So I'm proud of him for coming back, playing strong, playing confidence, getting to his spots where he's comfortable to knock down shots, and especially for hitting a free throw later in the game. In typical freshman fashion, he made it interesting for us, missing the first one. But I told him I was confident. He's made a million free throws before. I told him that next one's going in. So I'm glad he hit it.
Another one of these freshmen, Dan, led the team in points with 12 apiece. What were a couple of things that worked for you offensively?
This is a game where I think Dan's skill set really thrives. Playing against a lot of pressure, playing against some guards, some athletic guys, and I thought he did a really good job getting to comfortable spots like Marcus did, and a lot of the other guys did as well. But I think he really took a great step forward on defense. He's a great defender on the ball, especially when he's ready to play, when he's ready to go, when he's intense. I thought he did that for a really strong part of this game, and that really helped, and I hope he continues that moving forward. It's going to be a big thing for us.
You guys were able to snap a bit of a losing skid here tonight at home in front of your home fans, and it was a loud building today. Mm-hmm. Would you agree, and how big was it to have the support from the home fans?
Absolutely, that's huge for the community to stay, especially after the girls had a great win, and not to think, oh, the boys team, they're on a losing streak, we're going to head out and have fun on our Sunday night or get ready for the next week. It was really awesome for them to stay around, bring that intensity, help create a fun atmosphere. And I know going on the road, it's really intimidating when a home fan section is really loud and all that, and helps that we got off to a good start. That keeps them around as well, brings the energy up. But it's always fun playing at home, especially in a crowd.
Schedule obviously doesn't get any easier. You continue with play after the break. But what are a couple of the biggest key positives that you can take from this one as you guys move forward?
We just got to keep taking steps forward. Every game whether it's a win or a loss, you have to learn something. If you're losing games, you're not learning something, you're not going to get anywhere. If you're winning games, you're not learning something, you're not getting anywhere. So we just got to keep building on this. We're a young and experienced team. We have some fire. We showed it tonight, I think, and just building off this.